The elements in the previous lecture, and where we come to know that there are different types of elements present. An element is a fundamental particle which is occurred naturally. We have learned it about the previous class. Today's agenda is we are going to learn about the atom. What is atom? That is something we are going to learn now. But before continuing with that one, I want to share you that you know that there is a iron, there are gold, maybe this air consists of oxygen and obviously the chlorine gas, hydrogen gas, and many of the other elements. Do you know any other elements other than these which I have just listed?
Helium.
Helium, that is good. Any other element?
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen, that is also nice. Carbon, yeah, that is something which we are made up of. Carbon is also an element which we are made up of. So there are lots of elements, and all those elements are having atoms. What is atom? That is what the question is about. An atom is a fundamental particle of any element. An atom is always having a nucleus at the center, which is positively charged, and a orbit around that nucleus. There is an electrons. Those electrons are present in discrete orbit. Discrete orbit or separate orbit. Every orbit is having a specific number of electrons. Remember one thing, that orbit is nothing but it is a path along which the electron is actually revolving around the nucleus. So the question is, an atom is consisting of positive charge and electron current. But what is that positive charge is made up of? That positive charge is because of the proton. An atom also having an electron, which is consisting of a negative charge over it. The same thing is that proton having positive charge, electron is having negative charge, and most important, neutron. From its name you can come to know that there is no charge. All these three fundamental subunits of atom, when combined together in a specific number, then a particular atom is formed. Say for example, tell me any other element, give me an example of element. I will draw that atom here. Hydrogen. Okay, come to know about the hydrogen. So hydrogen is having atomic number 1. Its atomic mass number is also 1. Hydrogen is having a nucleus having 1 proton in it and 1 electron, which is revolving around the nucleus. Do you know what is the definition we have learned about atomic number in previous class? Atomic number. What is atomic number? Total number of proton and electron. So think about it. It's not proton and electron. Basically, it's proton oblique electron. Oblique means electrons and protons must be equal with each other. Those numbers are equal. That means an atom is electrically neutral. There was a question. An atom is electrically neutral. Why it is so? Because number of proton and number of electrons are identical. Their charges are also identical, and that is why an atom is electrically neutral. If I ask you, a carbon is having atomic number 6, what do you infer from that?
There are 6 protons or electrons.
Perfect. There are total number of 6 protons present in the nucleus, as well as 6 electrons should be there in the orbit. Got it? Democritus was the first person who depicts that atom is the smallest particle from which the matter is composed of. Later on, in 1810, the year was 1810, scientist named Dalton. He repeats that every matter is composed of smallest particle called as atom, and atom having the properties which are exactly matches with the matter which composed by that particular atom. So every matter, like say oxygen over here, or this iron is a matter right now. We can able to see that this one is the bench where we are sitting, and this bench or this particular iron is having a kind of property, but that property is exactly similar with the smallest unit of this matter, that is atom. So an atom shares equal properties of particular matter. It never been seen that many of the iron atoms will come together and they will form some different properties. No, an atom is actually representing all that property that particular matter can exist. You got it? So this is what about the atom. Dalton was the first person who discovered that atom is indivisible. What do you mean by indivisible? Which is not going to divide into parts. He was thinking that atom is the smallest particle, and now we are not going to divide it. We are not able to divide it into more smaller particles. But he was proved to be wrong by Rutherford's experiment. We are going to learn about that also. Rutherford's golden foil experiment. In that, stop about the atom, and now we just had some of the conversation about the atom, and we come to know that an atom is composed of three fundamental particles. Which are those? Proton, neutron, and electron. That's very good. Perfectly. So we are going to have one activity based on that. So you just have to log in to Join My Quiz. Go to the Join My Quiz. Yes. Once you go there, then I am going to share you one of the code. By that code, you will be in my online class where we are able to see some of the questions. These are multiple choice questions, and the code is 981641. After adding that code and join my class, it will going to ask you your name. Yes, put down your name. I am able to see here 5 are here, like Karan, then great, Ashwin, Pushkar, Nehal, Manav, Vedant. So we are here 7 to 8 people, and I am going to start the test. Okay, we are here and going to start. You are able to see some of the questions over there. Good. These are multiple choice questions. Read the questions carefully and select the appropriate answer based on that. You need any help other than that of answer?